So if you're building a home simulator and you want to work on a certain budget, two awesome options are the SkyTrak Plus and the Square Launch Monitor. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of the key differences between these two products and why one might be better than the other to suit your needs. Hi, my name is John Sherman. I am the author of The 4 Foundations of Golf, and for the last 10 years, I have been testing a ton of different launch monitors and technology to help golfers make better decisions and, more importantly, use these as practice tools. So I'm going to help the indoor golf shop give you the overview between these two products and why one might be better than the other. So first off, if you are building a home simulator and you have limited space, you want to go with a photometric, also known as camera-based technology. Using radar indoors requires a ton of space and you won't get as accurate readings. So if you're primarily using this for indoor simulation and practice, I would go with the camera-based launch monitor. And the SkyTrak Plus and the Square Launch Monitor both use cameras, and that's why these are such great options. So let's break it down on a few different categories, and I'll give you the clear winner or other considerations you should make in your purchase decision. So in terms of price and value, SkyTrak Plus is currently around $2,500. It is significantly more expensive than the Square, which is at around $700. But with the SkyTrak, you're gonna get improved hardware. It also has radar in it to get club head data like club path and face angle without the need of stickers. The SkyTrak software is an incredible value. You're paying a low to mid-tier price for what I believe are high-tier features, but there are also higher ongoing costs with SkyTrak. You're going to pay $129 a year for their basic software, or add $200, $300, $400, or $500 more to that based on what simulation integrations you're going to use. Now, the Square Launch Monitor is the only camera-based launch monitor under $1,000, which makes it a great option in this budget area. You're going to get solid ball data and you get a pay-as-you-go model, so you don't have to commit to any big upfront fees if you don't use it that much. Additionally, it has an official integration with GS Pro, which is one of the best simulation softwares out there. So that's not going to be a problem for you if you get this product. So overall, the SkyTrak Plus is more accurate and has better features with software, but it's also more expensive. And I think the Square is kind of unbeatable for that sub-$1,000 category if that's the limit of your budget. But if you do have some extra money to invest, the SkyTrak at around $2,500 is going to perform just as well, if not better, than units that are 2 to 5 times the cost. So there's a ton of value there as well. So let's quickly go over some accuracy and data issues. So with SkyTrak Plus, you can rely that all of the ball data and club head data you're going to get is very accurate. They have an advanced photometric sensor as well as a dual Doppler radar to give club head data. And you don't need to put stickers on your clubs or use specially marked balls to get all of that. So you will get things like club path, face angle, smash factor, and club head speed that Square either is not providing or is not as accurate at capturing because of the sticker they use and the limitations of the camera because it's a bit smaller and not as advanced. So in my testing, I did find the Square very accurate. It was within a 1 or 2% margin of some very expensive launch monitors out there. But I did find that it had some misread issues, and they were more pronounced than I would find on the SkyTrak Plus. Additionally, the Square relies on specially marked balls, whereas with the SkyTrak, you can use whatever ball you want. So overall, the SkyTrak Plus is going to be a better option if you demand more of that accuracy and club head data, whereas Square is quite good with ball data, but not nearly as accurate on club head data, and yes, you will have some misreads over time. So let's talk about indoor and outdoor suitability. So SkyTrak Plus is mostly an indoor product and it's better for indoors because it's camera based, but yes, you can use it outside if you're not in direct sunlight and if you are hitting off artificial turf. SkyTrak will not work on grass. So yes, you can bring it to the range, but you're gonna have to hook it up to your phone or an iPad to make it work, since there's no display on the unit itself. Now, the Square Launch Monitor will only work indoors. It will not work outdoors. So if you are purchasing a launch monitor for use at the range in that sub-$1,000 category, you might have some better options like the Rapsodo would be a really good option if you want to use it at the driving range as well. So both of these are obviously indoor friendly, but if you did want to take it to the range, the SkyTrak Plus does give you that option. So let's talk about simulation and software between these two products. products. So SkyTrak Plus has a very robust native software. You're gonna get a ton of practice features like its shot optimization tool, bag mapping, a ton of different range environments that really test your game and build skills. They've done an excellent job at creating a true game improvement software for golfers who are serious about getting better. Additionally, they do have native integration on the software with TrackMan and Foresight design courses for an extra cost of about $220 a year. And in addition to that, you do have third-party integrations with companies like E6, but that will come with an additional cost. Right now, they don't have the official GS Pro integration. There are some workarounds that you can find out in the community, but it's not an official integration, and that is definitely one of the leading simulation softwares out there. Now, the Square has very basic software that comes with it. There are only 2 basic range environments, and you're not going to get much customization. You can't do things like bag mapping or tracking your dispersion that you would do with SkyTrak. So this is more for golfers who are fine with a very basic practice environment out of the box for very little extra cost, if anything. Additionally, Square does give you access to 10 fictional courses, and it has a pay-as-you-go model. So if you don't play much, you're not going to get locked into a bigger yearly subscription, and a lot of golfers like that. But one of the benefits is that you do get that official integration with GS Pro, which I do love. So overall, SkyTrak Plus is going to be the superior choice for golfers who want some serious software. They really want to get better at it and have more accuracy and simulation options. Whereas Square at $699, of course, it's far less expensive. You'll have a basic range environment and get that GS Pro integration, but not as a robust game improvement feature. So in terms of portability and how easy it is to use them, I think both of these products do a really good job here. SkyTrak, you can set up very quickly. It has the laser to indicate where to place the ball, and it's a lot more flexible. You have about 40% bigger hitting area than its original model. You can connect it via Wi-Fi or a USB-C cable directly to your computer or other device, so there's some flexibility there, and you can charge it and it will last for hours if it's not directly connected to your computer. The Square is obviously much smaller, it's lightweight, it is Bluetooth enabled, it's quick to set up as well, and I found fairly intuitive on where you're placing your ball, so there's really no hassle there. So what's the bottom line here? So if you have the budget, the SkyTrak Plus is definitely the better product. It's more accurate, you're going to get fewer misreads, the native software is far superior, has tons of game improvement features, you have simulation options that are baked into the native software, and also third-party integrations, but of course, you're gonna pay a much higher upfront cost and a higher ongoing cost. So if you're a golfer who maybe doesn't have the budget to get a more expensive TrackMan or Foresight or Unicore model, SkyTrak Plus is an awesome option at a far lower cost to get you there with accuracy and software. But if you're on an even tighter budget and you want to keep it below that $1,000 area, I think Square is the best option for indoor use in this category because again, it's the only one at that price point that is camera-based. Its software is far more basic. The ball data is pretty good, but you can expect more misreads. I would not rely too heavily on the club head data, and you have to use specially marked balls. So depending on your budget and your software requirements, you can make the decision that better suits you. And of course, do not hesitate to reach out to the Indoor Golf Shop staff. They are experts and they can help you make the decision between these 2 products or any of the other ones they sell for your home simulator needs.